Let's talk about Presence, the newest neon supernatural horror flick, a haunted house picture told from the perspective of the poltergeist. And if that sounds interesting to you, maybe hold up a second before rushing out and buying a ticket. Because while that seems like an incredibly interesting concept, this is a low-budget picture. And because of this constraint, that poltergeist is more of a framing device than it is a character of its own. You see, the entire film is shot from the first-person perspective of the poltergeist as this family moves into a home and certain events occur. They live out their lives, you see the ups and downs, all taking place in the home from the direct perspective of this poltergeist. But this poltergeist does not speak, does not communicate with the audience. It is just the perspective of the camera, essentially. Now, as the film unfolds, you get certain context clues on who this poltergeist is. And while there is a pretty major reveal at the end of the film, the actual identity of the poltergeist is left a little bit ambiguous, which I very much appreciate. But as for the actions of the poltergeist itself, the only real idea of character that you get is protective, benevolent. At the end of the day, the poltergeist is just our view into this world. Now, for the rest of the family, I think for the most part they are very well acted, and they feel like a genuine family. There is this entire plot line where the mother has this preference for the son over the daughter, and you see the daughter kind of being closer to the father figure. And this split dynamic causes a lot of the drama here. And there's a little bit of a murder mystery element to it, with events taking place before the film where the daughter's friend and another person that she knew were suddenly OD'd, and you kind of get some hints as to what happened as the film goes on. So if that initial pitch really got you excited for a fun and unique, kind of energetic supernatural film, that's not what you're going to be getting here. In fact, in tone, it feels very similar to something like a Paranormal Activity picture. But in my opinion, much better, because it feels much more personal. I was never a big fan of the Paranormal Activity films. I think they're kind of dull and simple. This has some more layers to it that I think takes it above those films. So ultimately, I gave it a 7 out of 10 and placed it in the number 2 spot of the year so far. So if you're interested, check out Presence in theaters now.